And I've noticed too, this is a stereotype, but in the stereotype there's some truth. I've seen a lot of the older generation put their daughters in charge of the healthcare and their sons in charge of the finance. So sometimes you got to deal with a daughter and a brother, or sister and a brother, because they split those duties, even though they're kind of melded together with what we're doing here. So that's just what I've seen in my 10 years.
I gotcha. So where are you now? And talk a little bit about, so did you say you've got this model that you have partnerships around the country?
I do, and we're growing it. There's about 310 cities that we think are big enough to have the Mom's House model in it. And I think we're at like 40 right now. We started in January, and something called COVID happened. I don't know if you guys have heard of that one yet, back in March, and it kind of slowed us down a little bit. But here we are back on the horse, and I'm back out on the podcast and trying to find, put it out to the world that we're looking for good investors.
So what talk a little, we'll get all the links to you, and we'll wrap up the show with where people find you. So be patient, people.
Yeah.
But, talk a little bit about the process, about the type of investor that you're looking for, to partner with. And, I'm in Cleveland, so we'll just use Cleveland as an example.
Sure.
Or Denver or Miami, any city in the USA.
Yeah. What does that person look like? In my training, I don't talk at all about how to write a contract. And I don't talk about what pillar kitchen cabinets to put in a rehab. And I don't talk about how to get hard money. Usually the people I work with are already real estate investors. And they're already, I think people that understand me the best are the ones that are already spending money on bad marketing. Like from, your yellow bandit signs, to the new hot thing seems to be cold calling and text messaging. It seems to be the new hot thing in real estate marketing. You've got your tried and true direct mail, and the bigger boys usually do the pay-per-click, right? So to understand how valuable a lead is, it usually takes you spending a lot of money on bad leads to kind of understand the difference of what I call the spray and pray model to get your phone to ring versus the going out and building relationships. And so I kind of liken what I do is I want to teach your listeners how to build oil wells that sit there and pump new appointments. Because as long as they're in senior living, they are constantly working with families in this exact situation. And so I don't need somebody that does, 20 deals a year to be part of this. They need to have the right mindset of help. And if you can, put the families first, the money's almost the easy part of real estate. It's kind of built into our model. We buy at a discount, we create our value when we rehab, we put them on the market and sell. And so everybody right now is trying to stand out. It's really hard as an investor to stand out because the market has been good for so long that there's more investors than I've ever seen in my life. Every one of them ask me, how do I stand out in this crowded market? And so with working with the senior living stakeholders, it will make you stand out. Nobody's really talking about it. And so I'm kind of excited to talk to your listeners because this is something new. It's not just a new or an old new spin on something old. This is really something new that's been very good for me since 2011.